탐제제 도둑지 두두바야 도제 초고도바 남발 좀 나서 야게든 버전버다라나 나마다라나 보고도 도제 남발 좀 마시사가서 산제다 산조 선바 탐제라 삼산로 내기도 그두바 두제나 좀된 도제라 요대 산제젠 토요 라나 도제르요 탐제 도제 신제 람네 도제 땡엔젠라 녀버죠 대나라나 도지 산지진 토당 산지지 신지 랍탄 산조 선바 탐지지 신지 랍지 도지 초래송아 도지 힘보랍드네 대 마조바 마십바 딘바 사 땡바 탐제도 도바메바 탐제도 마밤바 신진 탐제 초버시 신진 탐제 주버시 바랑아 탐제 주버시 바랑아 탐제 주버시 ले 탐진 6%인제 ले 탐진 6%동 탐진 6%동 탐진 ले 타월 용보 탐진 9%랑 탐진 시든 용보 마저바나 2% 주바나 취면서와 시바 두바 탐제랍도 지바 신진 탐제 송와 셰와 제바 신진 탐제 6% 문바르시바 상하젠 토요 진본데 산지젠 토요라나 도디라도 내소 나모라나자야야 나민젠저 바자바나 마야 조선나 보다야 대야다 옴주자주 조자야 조자야 보자보자 사보자야 사보자 건나바야 건나 사와사도네 모다야 삼보다야 삼보다 자마자마 산자마야 산자마야 사부다네 구자구자 산구자야 산구자야 사와샤 중가장가자 산가자야 산가자야 사완배양변잔변자 사포장변잔변 가장변잔변자 마장변잔변 마탐변잔변 인다 하산나라 변자 순변자 소와 해퍼르네 펄런자 하나끌 말라절걸걸 베잔반는자야 소와 끌라끌라야 소 가자가자 모자마자 라자라자 모지나자 모자나야 소와 자라자라 하라하라 사라사라 베잔바다라나야 소와 친다친다 빈다빈자 마하끌라끌라야 소 빈다빈다 쪼담베자 끌라끌라야 소 주로주로 진짜 끌라끌라야 소 짜사야 베자 끌라야 소와 하라하라 베자 다라라야 소와 짜사야 짜하라 베잔베 나야 소와 마데테람 베자 슈테테람 베 짜테테람 베자 마함베자 아저다 하담 베자 아몽감 베자 에하야 해 셰감베자 땀 베잔베다나야 소와 다라다라 데레데레 두루두루 사완베자 콜라 마와타야 소와 늪진중보주도 말아야 페 나마사미다 베자나 삼베자 콜라 마와타야 마함발라 까탈레 따탈레 아잘라메 menjalam maya atembenza 마함발라 벤가라나 안즈다 논줄라 테테텐가 뱅가에는 다다 땡자와 테텔레텔레 빈다빈 마함발라 바자 안고샹졸라야소 나모르나자야야 나민젠잠바자 파나야 마야 자스나 바 대야타 옴 하라하라 벤자 마타마타 벤 드나드나 벤자 다다 벤 빠자빠자 벤자 다라다라 벤 다라야 벤 다루나 벤 친다 벤자 빈다 벤자 옴베 나민젠잠바자 조다야 헐러디차 빈다 하나 안레데 홈 나민진자베자 조다야 헐러디차 빈다 하나 안레데 홈 南无真善本萨诸大呀呵啦呵啦地cha宾达宾安那安那的混贝南无真善本萨诸大呀呵啦呵啦地cha宾达安那安那的混南无真善本萨诸大呀呵啦呵啦地cha宾达安那安那的混贝南无真善本萨诸大呀呵啦呵啦地cha宾达Hana amner de hon be namen zendra baza chuda ya hola hola dicha binda hana amner de hon be da dan sen ji dam je de ba tham je sam zen thong ha tham je me ba ju to jo ga sa wa de par gung jen na la par ji sim ji wang bo nyam ba Cese pana cenantang pozom chomi kajat lanab jabje sobat zadok jiwo damatang chazala so zubat pinsun tumba mayim tang noje pene nupatang nyangi ngaltang nupatang yekpatang nen pompatang zata joka sepan tendang meze dunje nipat nyangi ngalle songaye malam tepam tona Tenera chuta maye dode tamba nipa kanda yeke sendan yin zamme kuche rabjin sammo sanje juyurwa doden deye nibjin doden deye zikji sokchatang ne tamchit mezepa ne nenamta teta tamchit de shewarta chetan sunnam pewan tepa kunne nambarta norwa yon kartarwa ringshin ami zindi sherdan dorje medo确实让人我这本把大家咱们估计地线岗领导你说咋个让人领导家长多的南中的家具大的出去些。有的来当我是别的把是别个。Parabadam Dom Jen Jemba Pada Jeba Seba Tom Jeje Doz Mai Nom Gadan Yambe Sen Chen Tom Je Deva Dan De Dunga Dan Jar Yurdu Lana Me Yanda Ba Zoba San Jo Rambo Je Toba So
All mother sentient beings, limitless of space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless of space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Until I make in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, by the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all other sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all other sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Lana tunzen durwe tunchine, la le pamne lanchin tarshinche, rig la zingne lamo jumdrje, nunse shukpanze, la samsalo, dawa chozo shauche sipune, trashi lumbe tsardo tambeze, changdang jarzin jiptung chinchone, sancho rig song inze samsalo, Juno top de meye singite, anga manga darne jutsarte, chivo trikpa chino chartin, dinda mi panze la samsalo, jiktin chudan tun parasavatan, kana ma top pansir zumoye, kortang dinze tablan kebayi, joshi chungwan ze la samsalo, Korwen sawan himbo mezene, chimne songden karla shene jan, chutin amda chungde nilani, rapta songwan zela samsalo, sunbe san chok drubar gongnene, naran zayen ramda lo chokde, kawa chimze zungdrun tarsimbe, somtin chonin zela samsalo, Thoma mene beba tunyuse, manga daye sancho shingzhongda, jie zhong me yong bara sangje ne, Sancho Zokparanzela Samsalo Tukjindola Nirde Zinene Vara Nese Laso Nemchoto Chujin Kolo Kurne Durzana Topa Samna Gunze Samsalo Yinje Gurwa Nipa Tsarchese Metek Tumba Chokdan Lejinso Kurmon Jeke Yordo Dunamdo Thapa Yorle Jarla Samsalo Sipa Sumna Pemi Yondinje Nide Yoba Chumchur Chimbote Lama Doa Kunje Ramchoba Timba Je Paranzela Samsalo Lelo Jina Nyurda Kurzase Samcho Chonga Sobji Zamara Chimi Durji Tabu Kushene NyungNe Davaranzela Samsalo Yanda Nidun Jipa Meserta Maung Simche Suna Tobzase Teni Tunne Rengser Mangchongne Kudong Chabje Zela Samsalo Kanse Kani Zo Chutamze Sajin Dala Kompa Denpone Nanen Jikten Dana Chojiso Techen Kepa Chula Samsalo Tangbo Garden Loye Yerneson Yarpu Kapda Yamje Lun Sosho Lumpa Me Tsarda Tabata Chumden Laye Lala Samsalo Yaye Kangda Mama Yeb Yenjo Shakje Chongda Yuna Rojinje Serje Neso Samso Kapdoji Sisong Tsungme Kola Samsalo Chongche Gobye Jongme Tsultene Chutin Namda Chongda Vajase Neran Zayen Jamda Katumze Jimni Jundan Charla Samsalo Yarpu Kapda Lanchin Yunbata Yangba Chinda Chivu Jansepa Manga Dara Tabang Sangye Chimbe Shimbarla Samsalo Vara Nese Chujen Koloka Zeta Tsada Chumchur Chenbote Samcho Chungda Gongba Nyanginde Tukne Namka Dala Samsalo Datara Timbe Dapo Chumdete Zepe Sarlan Do Sam Tumbaye Geven Roa Kunje Chubaya Deshin Chujen Zetang Songbasho Tepjin Shikpa Chugu Jenrata Kordan Kze Tseteng Shinkanso Chijin Sincho Zangbo Jenrava Tandra Kona Daso Nyovasho Chula Tujin Sorwa Tabendu Daso Kangda Nepe Sapsosa Nedun Umpong Tapsu Shevata Chutan Trashin Pewan Zedosa Dunban Jiktin Kamso Sumbatan Dunban Nivu Yinda Sarvatan Dinzen Punlo Shedrup Jejurje Dunba Yoren Nepe Trashi Sho
Lord Avalokiteshvara, Gelongma Palmo, Yeshe Sangmo, Dawa Juno, Penyapa, Jesem Dagyal, Nipoka, Paktun, Dojigyal, Sancton, Dojik, Kempo, Tsidulwa, Dewa Chempa, Scholar, Chusangwa, Shera Bumpa, Gyalse Rinpoche, Konchok Sampo, Lama Nyawanga, Changchup Senge, Kenshin Nyeg Pupa, Sonam Dar, Jampel Sangpo, Sangye Nyepa, Mikyo Dorje, Konchok Yelang, Wangchuk Dorje, Choki Wangchuk, Ngangi Wangchuk, Tulku Tupkyu, Tenpa Namgyal, Karma Chagme, Pema Kunga, Chinle Wangjung, Sherab Drakpa, Tenzing Dudub, Master Tenzing Tinle, Karma Nyegdun, Tempa Rabye, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessing.
Om Jeta Sajeta Simala Somegata Lanter Danyam Benjaya Ranjin Jam Nejuji Alu Senjin Gunjuji Ledepon Mezen Jom Zela Namalu Jijin Chinjurbe Yom Din Koji Nender Sheso Shu Don Sum Gundan Yamba Ye Ima Da Bya Sarji Dejen Yang Bebalan Jib Derwa Yosu Samsarwa Jibin Shabai Jesayaram Kushin Sorvaye Gewa Jungze Dabdi Jibsaba Tam Jedo Besan Sengho Senjianan Sambatan Noye Sedai Jedava Jejong Tumon Tebaye Jejen Kolo Gordon So
May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land, free from stones and gravel, even like a level palm, and in the nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, deity who destroyed the endless host of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and white lotus flowers as big as billions of words, with 100 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicle and the teachings common to both according to dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Oi Nam Khatam Yambe Simchin Tamche Namchin Lana Me Pa Yang Da Pa Zobe Sanje Je Gompang To Par Sa Che De Tekpa Chenbu Sob Jung Nang Ne Song Wa Sa Yam San Chou Chou De Sem Ji Ba Tang Jie De Sin Sar Day1 Dun Chimi La Jin Be Domba Song Wan Ne Ping Mi Jie Du Na Min Ne Na Jie Be Domba Xi Chen Be Du Su Song Wan Sa Wa Oi Nam Kha Tam Yan Be Sim Chin Tam Jie Nam Chin La Na Me Pa Yang Da Pa Zo Be San Jie Jie Gong Pang To Par Sa Che De Tek Pa Chen Bu So Jung Nang Ne Song Wa Sa Yan San Chou Chou De Sem Ji Ba Tang Jie De Sin Sar Day1 Dun Chimi La Jin Be Domba Song Wan Ne Ping Mi Jie Du Na NyingNe na jepe domba si chempe tu so songwar sawa tang eni tikchin da san chok je semji sempe gon yamso langna ni chu domba chutrum so jorshe dar pakpa chine zje jirem laye namjur tang de wan yamso langna Sangha sawe ju je ka thop tang domba yin la de jorwa yin. Yang hun je jia se tang je pa nam jen ze pe chur gang yin ba. Eni rang ju la chip se jia xin. Ele manda wa domba chu chum san domba xi chak pa yin ba.阶段分解西巴拉索人民准备从日们呢，两座不三节那么去年对比呢，当一顺同把西巴呢，对比西巴，对比扎当茶碗那扎酱吧，半岛借用电阳大把做先马日本泥土大上了。昔日去堂节落住节把那杨大把做不三节，本来可落就是节不大江西的大呢，这也有啦说办就办了，刚那女把没办那就让说亚瓦多的，节不对你送人的心情谈起了，他把谈心情呗。Lama Norwa东京印度可能日本大江西大陆南卡当样的心情他们些啦，马就是印度拼到的，特别全部可能性特别全部拉那没把东东把浪波全部，然后他先把那沙瓦事情。印度人联邦那sepa，来年节这把帮完那考报，NyungNe人的把公方一把那两个东西所托吧，考完那人嘛，他话是把当年当牛毛把来，他们去sepa那sepa工作就话用说sepa。从他把都给为去顿吧那杨大比嘎，西班青蛙他们些结吧那来办南巴做个头，南巴他们前吧一心啊哇那来办南巴做个西拉金，大概西班呢刚给技术了吧，对认识不用定。也就是觉得说共同上出生点把意见让动亚瓦多啊，申请他们这些东西适当。那个托拉个把啊平板上适当，他同意了让个把啊做瓦上适当，现那连带讲吧啊，没给没板上适当。适当准备讲法呢，你没办法适当。南山秋节说的去南农所做办法适当。这个那没把杨大把做不上秋，你把多办法适当。这个的，我经常见你被想呢，给往他的杨大说话当。Dik pa ma nambar jongwa te gip su ser tang dik pa nam jor ser te yin shi pa so jong ka sa to shi song pa tar so jong ka dong ba chia tar lang shi song wa te ta de da ke chang sim chin tam chi je dong dang pen ba ta zhor wa la so pa gu pa te da ke ser对大大呢，用的就是3年嘛，马下节把到你那就懂吧， 让많이 봐 철진도 송아 지원냐 내야지들도.
Now listen with the motivation of bodhicitta set upon supreme awakening and think, having taken the healing and purifying Sojong vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle, referred to as the 8th branch, one-day NyungNe vow, is observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta, in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, Kriya Tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it is called the discipline of vowed restraints, or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text one by one, beginning with, just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, the perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy the 4 Maras, they are Arhats, foe destroyers. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance and having come to understand all knowable phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of a wheel-turning king enters into battle with the enemy, it does so intrepidly and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought their task to completion, they did what needed to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed their tasks. Abandoning the obscurations of karma and afflictions, they have laid down all their burdens, having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they reach their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed their bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, their speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free, and because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, their wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whomever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic results of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic results of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed towards awakening, accomplished by them, is the path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, accomplished by them, is the result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava Udayana, has said, "It fully restores, so, all virtue, and purifies Jom, all negativity without exception. Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagata has called this the practice of Sojong. Thus it is said that one should think, I shall take up and keep the Sojong vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them, and so on. With this intention I shall take up the 8 branch vows and keep them properly, and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly.
Sojona Yogpa Sanjetang.
Sojona Shupe Sangyetang.
Sancho Semba Tamjetang.
Changchung Sempa Sampe Chamtedang.
Chomdin de Nyami Shakje Jalpotang.
Chomden de Nyame Shakya Galpotang.
Papa Chinese Wansok Dala Gongso Sol.
Papa Chenrezi Wangchu Dala Gonsu Sol.
Chetan Hunje de Jinshipa.
Jitang Nogi de Shingshepa.
Rajomba Yang Tapa Zoku Sanje.
Tachomba Yang Dapa Zope Sangye.
Da Jiangxi Dawu.
Tachanshe Tawu.
Langbo Chenbo.
Langpo Chempo.
Sawa Seshen.
Sawa Cheshin.
Sipa Sepa.
Shipa Shipa.
Horporwa.
Obuwa.
Dage Dongji So Topa.
Dagi Doje Sutopa.
Sipa Kundu Jorwa Yongso Sepa.
Sipa Su Sepa.
Yang Dakpe Kwa.
Yang Dakpeka.
Lepa Nambar Jorwe To.
Lepa Nampa Dowe Tuk.
Lepa Nambar Jorwe Shirab Jin Te Namji.
Lera Nampa Dowe Shera Che Deshe De Nanki.
Simchin Tamche Je Dongje Serdang.
Semchen Tamshe Ki Dong Gi Chep Dang.
Himbar Sawe Serdang.
Pempa Chawe Chirdang.
Jowar Sawe Serdang.
Dowa Chawe Chirdang.
Ne Mebar Sawe Serdang.
Ne Me Paje We Chirdang.
Muge Mebar Sawe Serdang.
Muge Me Paja We Chingdang.
Sanchok Je Soje.
Changchu Ki Chogi.
China Yongso Zobar Sawe Serdang.
Chonam Yoso Zopa Jewe Chidang.
Lana Mepa Yang Tapa Zoba Sanchok.
Lana Mepa Yang Dapa Zope Changchu.
Obar Sawe Ser.
Dopa Chawe Jer.
Sobyong Yin Bar Langba.
Sojung Nge Ma Parla.
Beijing de.
Pedin Shindu.
Da Bu Nima Xi Jiwe Zhang.
Dag Dag Me Shegi Jang.
Bindane Zongde.
Dude Ne Sungte.
Gypsy Sangye Mama Sharje Bardo.
Disem Sangi Ma Shagi Bardu.
Sobyong Yin Bar Yang Tapa Langwa Jiwu.
Sojung Nge Pa Yang Dapa Lakpa Jiyo. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who, like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed their tasks, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of sojourn. In the same way, I, who am called from now on and until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the sojourn vows. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arahats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed their tasks, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bounds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated. And for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of sojourn. In the same way, I, who am called Dhamma, from now on and until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the sojourn vows.
Day1 dun chemin la jemba domba shi sawa chum yin la ye ba yu yin la je yin la som nam yu pa le tang bu ran ju ni ju domba si pa chum yin la je domba tam che je za wa yin ba na za wa ye xi zha de 培养没人的话，大家他呢受卡受多把吸收引起的受么就把它这一节大的时候就这全部大家他呢看不把谁看这讲马上把门把它你后么你这个特别的话懂得 也话大姐，出生节拼从大话，咱们没日办，没长办，就把棒把它送，让那萨拉节用地没讲，用地有把人把没去，那么人全部大姐，他那个人当证明，这样已经是把这个人们啊把它热热。 把有这人啊，这呢，强风把人的，那马帮呢，然就把没把就是强给你，让到这那他们去没实现，让你这东把让完呀，一呢，没给我就把东把刚阳送门的把呢，然后呢，说这样强当，让当。 每多说因拍八等加入剧本强当，阴阳性多等，再往哪说你把是热动他们去半个把电影，都是有电影那是让你懂得因把真把所谓切的，前面的把接到就把得到等呢。 假设节在就上的技术手法，都有的超给他，在去的上班，搞完他今天说，这些不有了个话，没到他人不去拉手跟称啊，有了金巴是吧？得满意那恰当都要拉手帮你，你今天人送这么当一个节前的理解赢了又完。 当那个当那种那话说帮帮呢，家人那把在话当，对人就是口当，人教当连呗，那个老人吧，保安当，另外说我们不做是吧？那帮话这么的人生，对满一把年嘛要拼切。 公布动啊，是为恰当加速动啊嘞，基本是为是个行动，信有行动啊，所入家呢拢没接，出港嘞那个，确定突破，让人怕不没有把大个当大这个。并说确定全部啦，唔到把咧，但错在冇人送当，趁错经济人送不，这个这个都有给人啦送的，人啦这帮的，即使上年马下节拍的，每年把送了啥我啥，送完节我年把，你也记得住。
The words starting with, just as the previous, constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is to not kill any being. Besides not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of living beings. The second root is to not steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate conduct. Besides not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with a lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and paths that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about the vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous actions and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grains, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substance, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the 3 branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all of one's activities as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus, one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then one abandons adorning one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the 3 kinds of adornment. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter, and one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the 3 kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments or flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times and does not consume from noon until sunrise the next day any food such as grains and fruit to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxurious seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the 3 kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the 3 kinds of adornment, such as garlands, are considered as one branch, These are the 3 branches of subduing discipline. Thus, thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following.
NyingNe soju mabza shin.
NyingNe soju mi changjing.
Yinje noryang lang mabza.
Shingi noya lang min ja.
Chikpe chu jang me pye jen.
Dikpe chuk yang mi che ching.
Zunje chik jang man rawo.
Dunki tik yang mi rawo.
June mangpo nye tinpe.
Kyomi ngangpo nye ten be.
Changne yongso pangwar sa.
Changi yoso pangwacha.
Chitin chimto mabza shin.
Titen chito mi changjing.
Tebjin tama yinpe se.
Deshin duma yipa se.
Chadang chengwa dangne jin.
Tidan dewa dang ying jing.
Lodang karso pangwar sa.
Ludang kaso pangwacha.
Jeta rachon ta de ne.
Jita tachon tatu ni.
Soku la so mabzi pa.
Sochu laso mi che pa.
Tetar soku la so bang.
Deta suchu laso pang.
La mi san chok mir top chok.
Lame chakchok nyutop shok.
Dongham mang chok simchi nam.
Duga nantok semchenam.
Si pen cho le do wa jo.
Fipe tsole doa shu. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high in luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate time. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment, such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions, such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it a gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on a high luxury seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelries, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions, such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence.
Tabino.
Lexo.
Te tawa chum teni tar semba sawe che de pakpa dongyung xiaoge parir de semba chok ge yingbo. Zong le song wa chum namdar ge zong de pe tu sum je jarwa se tang je pe. Se chum je pongbo tan je rangju lao zo kwa si pa tang. Nunchi chum charwe ni pa tamchi takpar si jing sinchi manyan pa si pa so. Piyung dama tang timba ande ye ji du.
In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of the 6 paramitas of the Noble Amoghapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this Dharani, such as, by reciting this Dharani of pure discipline, The entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violations of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani.
대답을 추천 대니 달 선바 사회 제도 학바 동용 작업 8월 선바 조건
아몬가 샤라
종래 송화 추천 대답을
아몬가 샤라
Om Amokashila.
삼바라
Sambara.
바라바라 마하슈다
Bara Mahashuddha.
사도베마 바바카다
Sattvapema Vibhuketa.
눈자다라다라
Buddha Dara.
사민다 아와로게데
Samanta Avalokite.
홍페 소파
Umpe Soha.
아몬가 샤라
Om Amokashila.
삼바라
Sambara.
바라바라 마하슈다
Bara Mahashuddha.
사도베마 바바카다
Sattvapema Vibhuketa.
눈자다라다라
Buddha Dara.
사민다 아와로게데
Samanta Avalokite.
홍페 소파
Umpe Soha.
아몬가 샤라
Om Amokashila.
삼바라
Sambara.
바라바라 마하슈다
Bara Mahashuddha.
사도베마 바바카다
Sattvapema Vibhuketa.
눈자다라다라
Buddha Dara.
사민다 아와로게데
Samanta Avalokite.
홍페 소파
Umpe Soha.
아몬가 쇼로 손부르 손바라 바라바라 마하슈다 눈자다라 아와로게데 홍페 소파 몽고 쇼로 손부르 바라바라 마하슈 남바근저 불러다라다라 사민다 아와로게데 홍페 몽고 쇼로 손부르 바라바라 마하슈다 사도베만 바바근저 불러다라다라 사민다 오게데 홍페 몽고 쇼로 손부르 바라바라 마하슈다 사도베만 바바근저 불러다라다라 사민다 아와로게데 홍페 몽고 쇼로 손부르 바라바라 사도베만 바바근저 불러다라다라 사민다 아와로게데 홍페 몽고 쇼로 손부르 바라바라 마하슈다 사도베만 바바근저 사민다 아와로게데 홍페 몽고 쇼로 손부르 바라바라 사도베만 바바근저 불러다라다라 사민다 아와로게데 홍페 Om Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Ma Sado Bema Bebe Kenza Benza Doro Doro Suminda Vado Kudu Hum Sava Mungu Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para Para Ma Shita Sado Bema Bebe Kenza Benza Doro Doro Suminda Hum Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Mabakanza Benza Dara Dara Suminda Valo Gita Hom Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Mabakanza Benza Dara Dara Suminda Valo Gita Hom Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Pemanda Benza Dara Dara Samenda Vado Gita Hom Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Benza Benza Dara Dara Samenda Vado Gita Hom Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Pemanda Dara Dara Samenda Lokita Hom Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Pemanda Dara 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 Samenda Lokita Hom Beso Om Go Shilo Sum Puro Sum Para 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 Mahashata Sato Mabakanza Benza Dara Dara Samenda Lokita Hom Beso
Tene Sanchok Samba Sambe Sanchok Juba Jeba Che Ni Lin Sum Chi Lin Sum De Samba Trapu Mola Tapalati Lam Deva Tang Juba Deva Karpa Mandu Chodo Ban Jepa Sambe Mola Le Sum Suchum Jepa De Samba 용서 쪽 participant 몰람 대에 지도조.
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulations of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of an aspiration of love, through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct.
Chemje Chum Jumeje
Sanchok Sam
Chemje Chum Jumeje
Chime Tsultrim Chume Ching
Chum Nambara Dada De
Tsutrim Napa Dapa Den
Lo Semi Be Chumje
Domsem Nepe Tsutrim Gi
Chum Parer Sendo Jo
Tsutrim Paro Chitso Sho. Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Angong Pakpa Le Jepie Shani So Byung Dong Ju La Lu Yong Pa Ji Pa Pemi Namla Zowarji Ji Song Ba Tar Chung Din De Shar Yu Pe Kap Randong Yi Ji Tang Ji Pe Mi Ne Li Song Wa Nam Chang Sum Che Zar Sum Che La Yer De Ji Shen NyingNe就是两把的加起日记，让那是几位，配用8的没法送行，
得来将切巴的大瓦主们都来，刚一个把三节没切巴，加瓦是瓦忙了去人，刚一当去拉顿一把呢，得些点了个巴去白菜，年轻的呢拉巴去就吧，得来得来是那跑巴送，西巴达，顶巴去白菜。有人不东巴送往来，大三节节定吧，他突个干的，年轻节都东巴那就送往聘用这些，这样三出生节先不东不聘用，能看到切容易节，若不三节节共碰头把人就了。切巴达里节搞说，就那多节特不拉当那节，那么就是啥么当，这玩意说啷把现代人生节这都苦节，现在个样每次接触来门讲了，差价钱不，超个我做头把是把人吧，搞瓦工钱得到给瓦这样。用好话节马特呢，控制所进加些个是帮助吧，因为在那个早上出勤我忘的呀，一顿做。
The glorious protector Arya Nagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojong to men and women alike so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus, in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time, with merely a selfish mind, were reborn in the God realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the God abodes of the four great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moon Lamp Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. The merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable eons. Thus, it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhicitta are immeasurable like space and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yogas of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas in this very life, and however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme city of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue toward great awakening by repeating the following.
By this merit may I obtain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies of my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death.
sanjo parda dani jasamche nabe jinso jembe sana jedola pensa sanje de sanje chedan so jin so no son so parda dani jasamche nabe jinso jembe sana jedola pensa sanje de
In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Om Sabha Shada Sabha Dhamma Sabha Shada Jana Dun Jie Dong Ba Ye Dong Be Nga Jin Ye Zhen Yi Dong Jie Yong Ba Ye Yan Mi Kan Ba Ye Hong Na Ye Jin Bo Ba Ya Na Ba Sa to kane ale da vi jing ga ye ten ga se ye chen ba je na de je na ka ne ren jin de dang chu jin jiao man cha do di ti te da ve chen ko ji be de ran ge to ge se ye le wu zhi ba de no ma ta to ji chen bo ye da ri ye san ge san sen ji Korwa jira yo Sani don jin de dor jin de mo ni kun so sun ji cho la ma da Sam deva shiva chiji do do sim nam la jireze nam ka do cho bi ju cha ze sam ta lo ma bu kum ka do sa ji la ji to ji jin lo jin lo这个能个印的眼里，家这个家中印度说，好东西罗做了那人是罗上他罗，阿比年别上。tu pe me do pu da ma me tu jo so ji pe la nam je jo
Om Svabhava Shuddha Sarvadhamma Svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground, appears a lovely, boundless palace complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear as a great compassionate one. Arising from a moon disk at my heart is marked with the syllable Hri. From the Hri at my heart, light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me, and sit upon a moon disk resting on a 1,000-petal lotus flower, which sit upon a jeweled throne. Homage to the Gurus, whose embody all Buddhas, whose essence is a Vajra holder, and who are the root of the three jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Abhitaba, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one, and gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, thus inseparable from the space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like. Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the 3 kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Mali Nima Tandave Chinkanya Kawe Tanduran Sesaka Ewan Tusen Chintu Sene Tandu Suye Pema Sendu Mara Senja Layang Tele Chaja Tang Shabata Tepe Soji Soji Sos Na Ji Dong Te Na Ten Baye Peje Nye La Prima Ne Se Tang Je Pa Yung Jele Nani Papa Chi Kundo Karpo Soji 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 Ka Ye Jang Yung Ma Te Te Wa Ye Ma Yung Ma Te Te Ma Ye Ka Shi Yang no Xie Te Te Cho Ya Na Po Na Tian Shen Qie Zi Zhou Ni Yin Te Te Na Xie Ya Na Ma Bu Zu Du Lin Ba Yi Jin Ban Gu Ji Na Ba Xia Ave Soji Tang Ba Ye To Ga Ta Ja Ye Ni Ran Ten Shen Ben Shi Ji Ye Ye Ben Ko Long Zhen Ba Te Nyang Ji Ni Bi Bi Ma Tang Sun Be Jie Lo Ye Ba Ye Na Yu Yang Sheng Zhen Ba O De La San Ni Ge Jia Da Ge Zhen Ni Chu Ji De De Da Dong De San Dong Ji Da De Ji Ji O Lo Lo Ren Jin Jin Jiang Xin Du Na Ma Yong Ba Ne Re Da Ba Be Yong Ga Ba Da Xi Ri Ji Xiang Da Ye Yong Jia Ji Zhi Te Zhe Wa Zi Gui Bu Nu Te To Ga Da Zhe Se Ye Ga Bu Ye Bu Da La Ni Jin Le Zhe Ma Da Jie Ba Ji
Om Svabhava Shuddha Sarvadharma Svabhava Shuddhoham. Om Shunyata Jnana Vajra Atvabha Goham. All phenomena that are subdued under perceiver and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white tree upon a lotus and moon disk. From it, light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathered back into the tree, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a tree. From the tree, light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and tree and instantly transform into me, appearing as a noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white. The right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bird fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and I am wearing an upper garment of antelope skins draped over my left breasts. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart, upon a moon disk, is the white letter Shri, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Ja, Hum, Bam, Ho. We merge inseparably, and my 3 places become marked with the syllables Om, Ah, Hum. Again, light radiates from the 3 at my heart, which causes the 5 Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the 4 mothers holding primordial wisdom nectar, with the use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava behind my right ear, Amoghasiddhi beyond my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the 5 families. At my heart upon a lotus and moon is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is a samadhi being, appearing as a white letter, He. From it light issues forth and purifies the obscuration of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the Shri.
Namo Renataya Namo Jana Sanguram Verosana Vaharanjaya Tutungataya Ahoti Sumyo Samvetaya Namasava Tatangatipi Odipi Samyo Sambhitipi Namaya Valokite Suraya Buddhisatoya Masatoya Makurilikaya Eya Taundaradara Diri Diri Duru Devati Tuli Tuli Pratali Pratali Kusuma Kusuma Vare Limele Titidala Mapalaya Sova Namare Nadaya Namaya Jan Sangha Sambara Chan Varanjaya Tathangataya Ahorte Sumyo Sambhita Namasava Dadangaripi Otipi Samyo Sambhita Namaya Soraya Bodhisatoya Masadoya Mahakarinikaya Eya Taundaradara Diri Diri Duru Duru Etivati Toli Toli Pachali Pachali Kusumi Kusuma Nili Mili Chittendala Mapuno Yasova Namore Nadaya Namaya Jana Sanguram Pirachana Maharanjaya Tutugutaya Ahoti Sumyo Sumita Nama Sarva Tatungudivi Adivi Samyo Sambidivi Namaya Valokite Choraya Bodhisatoya Masadoya Mahakailiga Eyato Daradara Diri 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 Etivati Tali Tali Pazali Paratali kusama kusama var ele mele zitten dola mapana ya sova namare nata yo no boya jana sanguru berutam Maharandaya Tathangataya Ahodi Somyo Sombita Namasava Dotungu Divi Odivi Somyo Sombita Namo Yo Nukita Yoraya Buddhisatoya Masatoya Mahaparinikaya Eyada Umdada Diri Diri Dudu Yadevati Salitala Atali Pata Kusumi Kusumavara Ele mele dola mapolo iso namare no do yo no mo yo no anguro berotam varaya tathanga dayo ahade sambeta Nama sarva dodango tibi o tibi samyo sambidubi namaya aluvede yaraya bodhisattva masadoya mavainava eya saram dara dara Diri diri duru duru Adavati tali tali Adali pratali Kusame kusum Nare lebele titendola mapana Yesua Namare nadaya Yonumu yudulu Sanguru Berutam Varadaya Tatavadi Adi Samyo Samveda Namasava Tatangadi Adi Samyo Samvedi Namo Yoga Choraya Buddha Sadaya Mahaya Mahaparinika Teya Tha Undara Dara Diri 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 Adavati Tali Tali Paradali Padali Kusame Kusamavari Ele mele titendola mapadozo Namare nadaya yo namaya jano Sanguru beroja Maharandaya Tathangataya Ahati Sumyo Sumbeda Namasava Tathangataya Adibi Jaya Sabadabe Namoya Loket Shoraya Bodhisatoya Masadoya Mahapaya Teya Tha Undara Doro Diri Diri Duru Duru Ete tole tole Ratali prata Kusame varmavar Ele mele tedolama Anoya suva Te adam dara dara de dara 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 jang ye ma yong ka wa de wu ma ye ko yong jo no che ja ji de chu jo no bu ji sun che de chu ni ji de de xie ne ma pu tu du de ma ni yen ban gu je na ba so zo mi so de tang ba ni a ga ta dia ni bi drum chen sun ben chu jin je ye ben ko lo jin de yong ji ni bi be ma da sun be ji lo ye ba ye da ye yong ji ba hello so ne gu da de ji de ba ye du nu jin cha xin gu du nu ma yin ba na ve rin qin jin cha gu du nu ma yong ba ne ra da pa bi yong ga bo gu xi ri ji xiang da ji yao da ji ji bi wu zi ka bu luo ji den de shi yin ma mi ma bu ben zhen sa jia ji xia de hong le men ju a wu bo sa lu sa jia ji zhang li jiu ne si bu ju ji sa jia ji ne de hong li nong nong li ge bu san qiu qiu ge ci san de a li tong de ni jian ke jia di sa jia ji ren qin jin de jian de sum sen de sa wu me zhi xie sen ba ji zhang de be ni mi zhe
Om Svabhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the three at my heart, emanate the letter Broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jeweled throne and a moon disk upon which is a multicolored 8-petaled lotus. At its center is a tree which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear, resembling me. His body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of an antelope's skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above, a Shri transforms into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, Ahum transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, a Tram transforms into yellow Ratnasambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairochana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoghasiddhi with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and their 3 places are marked with the 3 seed syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables inviting the wisdom beings who dissolve into him, thus we have merged non-dually. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder, and who are the root of the 3 jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the 3 times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one, who gaze upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, thus inseparable from the space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllables at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
我今真受功德，有道念多数之辈，南无圣当噶。那拉顿日比夏巴吉，刚阳道比东宫，地巴吉巴干加巴，那比米达夏吉，天藏天中麦吉。Geva nanga de yang kolo koshi so lang de sang ji so ju yi yang tam che sang jo jo zhong a yi pu jin du yin me tao chang ri ra le ye le jin ba de chang ji xin le me de bu yin du gu nam da xin du zhi pa xiu ye ri mian de zang bo par vi sang chu la ma pa qi men jiang xin Sum de shi gong ba do ta si par me de che var me ne shi long ga da yang be do ma do ma yo wang do yin de yo ba nie to de chen ba san de le 一息独自灵吧，澎湃用手干瓦丢。
Raja Holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by the three poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and is strewn with flowers. It's adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offering it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings, limitless as the sky is vast, become liberated. Streams of primordial wisdom nectar descend from my fingers and those of the great compassionate one in front, filling the vase completely.
Namo Sanguru Bero Chang Vaharam Jayo Tutungu Tuyo Ahati Sumyo Sambhuta Namasala Tatanga Dibi Dibi Namo Sambhuti Namo Yolokiti Soraya Bhuti Sadoya Masadoya Mahakurika Daya Tundara Dara Dede Durude Deva Chali Chala Radale Prata kusama kusama vare ilimela chittendala mapana sa namarana jaya namaya jana sanguram berata maharam jaya tathungataya ahate samyosundita nama sarva tathungativi ativi samyosunditivi namaya valoke yoraya buddhisattaya mahasattaya mahakarilika Jaya tha daradara dere dere durudu edavate toli tole radale prata kusuma kusuma vare nilimile titindala mapana sova Namarana Jaya Namaya Jana Sanguram Berata Maharam Jaya Tathangataya Ahati Samyosundita Namasava Tathangadevi Odivi Samyosunditivi Namaya Lukete Yoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Mahakarinika Eya Ta Daradara Dire Dire Durudu Edavate Tale Tale Adale Brata Kusama kusama vare elemela chittendala mapana sava namarana jaya namaya jana sanguru bharata maharam jaya tathungataya ahati sumyosundita Nama sarva tathangativi odivi samyosunditivi namaya charaya bodhisattva masadoya mahakarinika Jaya tha daradara Dere dere durudu Yedevate tale tale Atale pata Kusuma kusuma vare Ilimine chittendala mapana sava Namarana jaya namaya jana sangaram berata gaharam jaya tathungataya ahate saya sambata namasava tathangate ativi samyosunditivi namaya luke Charaya Bodhisattva Masadoya Muhupurilika Eya Tha Daradara Ediri Durudu Yedevate Talitale Adali Prata Musune Kusuma Vare Ele Mille Chittendala Mapana Sova Namarana Daya Sangaram Berata Maharanjaya Tutungadaya Ahorti Samya Sambhita Namasava Tutungadipi Odipi Samya Sambhitivi Namaya Valoke Soraya Buddhisatoya Masadoya Makarilika Eya to Duradara Dere Dere Durada Adavati Talitara Adale Prata Kusame Kusuma Nile Mile Titindula Magonoya Sava Namarena Daya Yodoboya Dana Angura Merata Maharanjaya Tutangadaya Ahati Sumyo Sambhita Namasavada Tangadipi Otipi Samya Sambhitipi Namaya Valoke Soraya Buddhisadaya Masadoya Mahakayandaka Peya to Daradaya Dere 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 Adavati Tolitale Pratale Prata Kusuma Kusuma Mile Mile Titenda Lama Panaya Sova Yadom Doro Doro Duru 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 Dole Dole Pa Dole Pa Kuzume Kuzume Lama Naiso Yadom Doro Doro Duru 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 Dole Dole Pa Dole Pa Kuzume Kuzume Lama Naiso Yadam Doro Doro Duru 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 Dole Dole Pa Dole Pa Kusume Kusumo Lama Naiso Yadam Doro Doro Duru 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 Kusume Kusumo Lama Naiso Yadam Doro Duru Duru Dole Pa Dole Pa Kusume Kusumo Malanazo Teatam Doro Doro Duru 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 Kusume Kusumo Malanazo Teatam Doro Doro Duru 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 Dole Ba Kusume Kusumo Lemanazo Theodom Doro Doro Dole Pa Kusume Kusumo Lemanazo Theodom Doro Dole Pa Teodom Doro Doro Duru 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 Kusume Kusumo Mapana Yasa Mani Pime Amani Vimehon Amani
Then I, the deity wisdom being, dissolve into the main deity in front. Above my crown is Geloma Palmo, who supplicate the noble one on my behalf. In the English language, Gelongma Palmo's praise to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
特殊之辈热热相同之，特别经常做进八日生，求你苏那蒙古尼我所，摩达的地云就内干内生，顺达人之间可就就不顿，了金秋的都蹦出来点儿。世界更的这些人，曾被历史也mang着，我们本着这老的值得是，用着你啊相信真把年，民错到全错了着，感谢大大土壤让那个。也今年是讲不也老师，也对不错的都我的，那天的基本的评价，让今晚的大毛结瓦汉，接点了那个八根的哟，接点个多罗松。龙吉的罗马是不顺节的，老爷祖都当成别的，特别讲究特别值班的，吉的圣经古木求罗松，老的些把面可得困难的，的些那晚他也的些。所以自己都这公司，所用世界别人都不进，直接让本生活马上去，下里的把都问题，今天被满球都上人呀，可我懂得能够吃你的。真没家没得聪明的，这辈子家人没不的，不能做到说能儿子，东哥之间多多的言语，人情忙不把年来见，我们差不多人讲结语。这不分那么有把个，你瞧都给人家能瞧，这么没把分们瞧了的，对我那分们都讲，世界各上瞧了那个子，都是这辈子相同的。特别经常做进八日生，求你说那蒙古尼我所，那得的就那个那生，顺他人之间可就不顿，了金秋的都蹦出来家，世界更的这些人。曾被历史也mang着，我们这老的值得是，用着你啊所信的把年，民错到全错了路，感谢到的土壤让那个，也今年是讲不也老师。也对别瞧的大家说话的，那天的西部那不美，让就的当某计划中，等了那个巴干张家，等个不啰嗦，了马是不顺也的。老爷祖都当成别的，特别讲究特别值班的，你的圣经古木求罗松，老的些把面可得困难的，的些那晚他也的些，所以自己都这公司。 三用世界北门南北经，之间热腾成马生去，修的结巴大当知，境界白马求得上阴阳，考我东道能够知灭定，知灭家马的从本子。不知别我在家人马不进，北门草堂上的俺是，东过真经都当第一语，人情忙不风波你来进，路面桥头说的人讲解语，这大把本都没有把卡。你瞧都毕竟只能瞧，芝麻没把北门瞧了你，对面门的北门都人讲，世界各上瞧了那个的，都是这边这是想逃避，特别紧张操心怕人生。求你说那么我你我说，都对的中的高年生，顺道人在见可就对不对，了今朝的都不出来家，世界刚的这一下也有，从不离散一人帮着，能不知道老姐知道的心。用着你我所心定把念，弥陀大全出来住，感应到的土壤了那个，你今天是讲不要老师，也对别叫的大家说的，那天的举报那边没人。让就得到毛就我同，接了那个八跟着就。
I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms. Praise well, Washington, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing no bliss gone. Once you can adorn me, the Buddha boundless light, you turn right natives to hungry goats, you left sands adorn with a gold lotus, you perfume her flushes with lighting born up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, your smelling bodies, white as a snow in coat, your hopefully glittering pearls, you are draped in radiance like the red of dawn, you had split like perfect lotuses. Range on a steel lake, you sting like the atom. Clouds, many jewels are on your shoulders, you young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. You left breast covered by antelope, hide beautified by fine wristlets, anklets. You are bound on a pristine pure. To send your belly smoother than lotus petal, you sublime golden belt is that fine. Gems from your hips, straight garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime lower realms, liberators of the light, you dispel legend, disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Raz holds golden necklace, jingling beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful. Swans, doctrines, keeper, all accumulations. Down savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of you worthy and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your lives. Oh, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all this gone. Once you crowns adorned with a Buddha boundless light, you turn right stars to hungry ghosts. You left sands adorned with a gold lotus. You perfume hair flashes with lightning burned up like red gold garlands. All your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you mesmerizing bodies. White are the snowing coat, your ugly glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your heart spread like perfect lotuses. Range on a still lake, you think like the autumn clouds. Many jewels are on your shoulders, you young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. You left spread is covered by antelope hide, beautified by funny rings, bracelets, anklets. You are bowed on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smoother than lotus petal. You sublime gold bed is studded with fine gems from your hips, third garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond gathering vast merit. You reach the sublime lower and liberated source of the light. You dispel age and disease. You are supreme among beings, victor over Mara's holds golden excellent jingling beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrines keeper, all accumulations. Down savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezik, and you praise him with this excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worthy and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, you generate gifts to hungry ghosts. You left sands adorned with a gold lotus. You perfume hair flashes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. All your face is beauty for shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, truth mesmerizing body. White as a snowing coat, you hotly glittering. Pearls you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You that sped his life at to Susa. Range on a steel like you think like the atom. Clouds many jewels are on your shoulders, you young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Eula spreads is covered by antelope, hide beautified by funny winds, desolate sung clets. You are but on a destiny pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. You sublime gold bed studded with fine gems. From your hips stretch garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha Gandhi. Young gathering vast merit you each less sublime, lower limbs liberated source of delight. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme among beings, victor over Maras. Holds golden necks and jingling beautify your feet. You for boundless static your beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan, doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Done savor from the oceans of milk and water. Men or women, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chen Rezik, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives.
Om Bema Sado Samaya Mana Balaya Bema Sado Dinaba Dedanu Me Bava Sudu Kayom Subujayo Me Bava Anurado Me Bava Sava Sute Makaranta Sava Kanma Sudan Jiran Guru Hum Ha 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 Hu Banga Sava Tatak Bema Mame Mena Bema Ba Maha Samaya Sadu Ambatend Yorenepa Tondo Sudona Sancho Sem Jiangshen Jala Zunre Tenzerata Nekun Chinshira Tuba Zenjera.
Please grant your blessing that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhicitta. Grant your blessing that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Sobhava Shuddha Sodama Sobhava Shuddha Om Ahum Om Gado Churu Lam Hanso Dili Turmane Bhava Jire
This Toma, endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas, and the Bodhisattvas. In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride. And may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with Chenrezig remain firm. May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase, higher and higher. By offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector, Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings, may all defilements and the two kinds of obscuration of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless three kayas.
Bema Sado Samaya Manabalaya Bema Sado Tenuba Dedondoma Sudugayo Mebawa Dugajayo Mebawa Anurutoma Sawa Sute Meparento Sawa Karma Sutame Tudanchiyan Kuru Ahahahu Bangawe Sodada Pema Maba Masamaya Sadu.
Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupted mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I have committed while controlled by lethargy or agitation.
Om Brahma Sadhu Samaya Manapalaya Brahma Sadhu Krishna Tejanandro Me Baba Sudha Kaya Me Baba Subhajaya Me Baba Andorado Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Bayanza Sarva Karma Sutta Me Vedam Jayam Kuru Hum Ha 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 Mandave Sarva Tatanga Imama Mil Imabama Samaya Sadhuva Mane Preme Om Dhanjam Hankam Papa Yo Ye Bedum Masunjabe Sane Babe Ye Trudze Taje
In the space before me is the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables. He bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purifies the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolved into my crown. By all the virtue I have now amassed, by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread to the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in the minds and bodies have by virtue of my merit joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may the present joy know no decline, and may the taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss of peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear supplanting those on the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pools, all perfumed with the scents of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl too pleasing to the ear. May fairy coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering the flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, their flesh destroyed, the bones bleached white as Akunda flowers, may they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly lord, the frightful vulture and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they ask, how can this be? And thus the densities of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair, this loving Bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through this my root of virtue They see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, the obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra. May all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon each other's food. And may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cool. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and woman near the time brings forth like Maya Devi free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those perched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. And may every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchanged and now set free. And may the weak receive the strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in swift reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless and their journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectless, bewildered in the wild and pathless wastes, and those whose mind are dulled, and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and of haughty lose their arrogance. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness and of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattvas' children. And may the earth be awesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and enchantment, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the signing of the trees, from shafts of lights and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offsprings of the same, with clouds of offerings unbounded by the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear, nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every fragrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling, vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus attain a fortune rebirth, wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the Bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arahats and Paryataka Buddhas at length attain the perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushi's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide, sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him a slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushi. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of Bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine's only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout the vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellsprings of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Tom Jen Jen Bala Sam Salon Tar Sanje Jom Dende Tene Te Jin She Ba Ra Jom Ba Yang Da Ba Zo Be San Riba Da Shab Su Den Ba De War Shi Ban Jik Tin Chen Jivandarva Kalu Jirva Lana Mi Latamanam Jetun Ba Jum Den Deso Tene Te Yin Shi Pa Te Dane Sunam Dage Jundum Give Zavanam Chu Me Zava Zuba Take Rabde Jim Sonam Je Ter Nam Je Je Bebji Zangbo Nam Je Te Se Nam Je Me To Je Pa Chö Re Pan Tum Thong Nam Nam Thum Pa Me Pa Te Pe Mu Pa Nam Bhagava Shirab Se Je Manum Top Nam La Zewa Me Pa Sim Chin Tam Che Je Tum Ba 三çoğu sınba namje ya pakpa kanza namje jarp NyungNe lende pe choncher ton rowa namje te ishi pa de me pa po pa samje me cha pa son nam parta NyungNe ba ku se ta wen cho me shi pa ku song pa me tu pa ta ki ma gu pa zok ta ki nye war ma gu zok mi pa ta ta man de dong ha ta le nam pa cho wa pung bo na rab de cho wa ke nam ta ke dem Naya jin shi nam dam ba du pa nam xin de jie yong su dong wa ta le nam pa chor si pa le chor wa cho wo le gar wa yi xi yong su zo de pa tam ma zong pa tar ta tar song san je chom din de nam je yi xi la ne NyungNe la ne pa la men ne yang ta pa ni jian ta la ne pa sin chin tam che la zik sa la yu pa de da ne san je chom din de nam je ke che yong tin yang ta pa nam so te me tam be chu ne to mar ge par de ge wa ta mar ge dong zang bo chen zhe zang bo man de pa yong so zo yong so ta pa yong so sang chom den de che chu le par song ba yang ta pan thong wa ne mi tu che pa me pa nye war dun ba den thong wa la dong yu ke pa nam je so so rang ge re pa sa chom den de je sung be chun dro wa la lek par dun ba ni par yong Zuppe san chok tun ro se pa men tun pa me jing du pa tang din pa tin pa yu pa jo che pa wo tek pa jen bu gen dun ne lek pa sho pa rik pa sho chong pur sho pa tun pur sho pa tham mo jar ve u su jo sa sa ve u su jo pa so nam je par je shen yong yong so jong wa chen po jum pe ne so jo kun de yang jin be ne so jo chen po wo san je yong tin san me chap tam be chu jang san me chap pak pe gen du san me chap san me chap la te zen nam para me bang san me chap nam da shin de je wa sho om gur ben zan ne ve te a ho Om Sarva Buddha Bodhi Sattva Bayo Manza Nevede Aho Om Karma Deva Mandala Manza Nevede Aho Om Shri Dharma Pala Manza Nevede Aho O Hariti Soha O Hare Te Mahabedza Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Makcham Sova O Atra Pendra Ashibi Sova Tumbala Me Sanjirim
Thank you, everyone. 谢谢。